Hello and welcome back to more Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward, where last time we played the first round of the abducted game, which really mixed things up a little bit because now lines in the sand, or lines have been drawn in the sand. We chose to portray Tenmyoji because my logic was, well, he's kind of in a bad mood right now because, you know, he just lost his wife. I mean, that hasn't been confirmed, but I'm very confident in saying that the woman we found... Oh yeah, that's another thing that happened. We found a dead woman in one of the abducted rooms last time that happened. So my logic was, well, if he's gonna vote betray, then we have to vote betray as well, because if we vote ally and he votes betray, we get reduced to 1 BP. What I did not count on was him voting ally. I didn't see that coming at all, but he did, and then that kind of screwed him over in the end, so I apologize for that. I'm sure that really helped his mood. But here we are. We'll make it up to him somehow. Also, the bracelet colors have been switched around, the pairs have been switched around, so we're paired up with Clover now, so, you know, at least now we're someone from the first game, so we'll see how this goes. Anyway.
If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
That sounds gross. I don't really want to think about that.
What happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
Yeah, it looks like about 42 minutes.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits. Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something. If there's a chance Zero missed something.
I concur. There's no point in standing around. We lose nothing by looking. And if we find nothing, we can always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Let's split up. 5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so. Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
Objection! There were none. After some nods and mumbling, they split up and moved off to investigate. And then they found nothing. I was the only person who stayed behind. Damn, how the hell did I end up here? Why? Why me? Try as I might, I couldn't think of anything I'd done that could have landed me in Zero's game. I hadn't pissed anyone off, at least not this bad. I didn't owe anybody money, and my family certainly wasn't rich. If anyone was hoping to get a fat ransom payout from me, they were going to be very disappointed. Obviously, I wasn't some kind of genius, nor was I an Olympic athlete. And the proof of that is the fact that you spelled athlete wrong. And I certainly hadn't been chosen by God to fulfill some great purpose on this earth. Well, at least if I was, I didn't know it yet. Had I started a fight with a frightening and mysterious new religion? No. Had I hacked into some terrorist group server? No. Had I witnessed an assassination? No. Had I gotten wasted and had a one-night stand with the mistress of a prominent politician? Well, yeah, but it was just one time, and she was the one who went after me. Anyways, I was just an ordinary college student. Okay, we always play as an ordinary college student. If there was a reason I'd been abducted and put into the Nonary Game, I sure couldn't see it. Why was this happening to me? I thought back to what I'd been doing right before I was taken. The memories were still a little blurry, but they were there. December 25th, 2028. Okay, so this is in the future. But I also, we've learned two things. We learned that the last game takes place around 2028, and we learned that this game takes place in 2028, which is only 8 years ahead of this game, although I don't know when this game was released, but it might have seemed like a distant future then, so I guess it's understandable to portray the instant autopsy scanning thing for a futuristic environment. But yeah, so now we know when both games take place. The moon was beautiful. I just finished writing a paper due that day and was heading to my car from the research building. Because I don't think we ever had a definitive year in the first game, or if we did, it was so insignificant I didn't pay it any mind. So I guess now we have it confirmed. The parking lot was empty and bright moon cast sharp shadows across the chilly pavement. The last time I looked at the clock, it said it was 2 in the morning, which meant that today was Christmas Day. Wait, yeah, hold on, I was about to say, you were writing a research paper at college on Christmas Eve. Like, what? There were 3 reasons. First, my home computer had suddenly decided to eat, okay, so fine, so go to the local library, not the school library, or borrow a family member's laptop, or, I don't know, use your goddamn phone. When I hit the power button, I just got nothing. I didn't have this time to spend all night troubleshooting stupid things, so I headed back to campus to use one of the school's machines. Second, the professor in charge of my research group was a Buddhist. Christmas didn't appear to have any sort of significance to him, and part of me couldn't shake the thought that he was trying to make some kind of point. Third, my girlfriend had broken up with me a week before. I'm sorry, I don't think we should see each other anymore. Goodbye, all I got was that one cold email. Tries when I couldn't even get in touch with her. Of course, that meant I wouldn't be attending the party we've been planning on going. Okay, but you still have family, right? Yeah, that doesn't... you still have family, right, to spend Christmas Eve with? I would assume. At any rate, I stayed up all night to finish my paper. And again, though, it's that. So okay, so that explains why you were why you had to go to the school to use your computer. That does not explain why you were writing a paper at all. It's the holiday break. You shouldn't be. As I walked across the parking lot, I felt light. Perhaps it was a relief of finishing my paper. Perhaps it was the 500 drinks I chugged to stay awake. Perhaps it was both. I slid into my car and stuck the key into the ignition after only 2 tries. I twisted the key. Nothing happened. Huh? I jiggled the key in the slot and tried again. And again. And again. On the 5th try, the engine made an odd creaking noise like metal on metal and fell silent. And now you're stuck here. God damn it. You stupid piece of... I screamed and pounded on the steering wheel, but nothing worked. The console was about to get a visit from my fist when... Huh? What? What the hell is this? Why is my car smoking? I clawed at the door, and for a moment I thought that it was just my panic and lack of sleep that were keeping me from opening it. It wasn't long before I realized the truth. Open, goddammit! What was going on? My mind was racing, trying desperately to puzzle out what was happening through a haze of fear and caffeine-fueled neuron misfires. That was when I saw it, just a glimpse in the rearview mirror, but I was certain there was someone behind my car. I spun around as fast as a very tired college student sitting in a car can. Who's there? My vision started to swim as the smoke filled the car. The more of it I inhaled, the heavier my body felt, and I could already feel the world starting to go dark. The last of my strength failed, and I collapsed sideways into the passenger seat. My eyes slowly drooped closed. Yeah, there's holes in that story, buddy. I have a lot of questions. When they opened again, I was in the AB room with Phi. Okay, wow. So, okay. So, the excuse as to why you had to go to the school was because your computer broke. There are easier ways to fix that problem, but okay. If you live right next to campus, I guess. Your excuse as to why you weren't spending Christmas Eve with anybody was because your girlfriend broke up with you and you weren't going to the party anymore. But, you still have family, right? Because you talked about how your family was rich, so you should still have family that I would assume you'd want to spend the holidays with. No, I guess not. But that does not explain why you were writing a paper at all. It's the holiday break. That's not. You don't. Okay. I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved a little. I haven't really been given any reasons to like Sigma so far, gotta be honest. I really don't care about this guy. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay had said, we needed to at least try to find another way out. So I shook my head, stood up straight, and headed off. To, we haven't been to either of these 2 locations, so let's check out, you know what, I guess we'll go back to the infirmary. Just to see, maybe we can check for any clues. Or maybe we can pick up the ring and like show it to Tenmyoji and be like, haha, take this. Do you know, you recognize this ring? Do you have one on your finger? Because I'm very, very confident that Tenmyoji was, oh!
Sigma.
Huh. Speak of the devil.
What do you want?
What do I want? What, you think I'm here to play doctor? Only if you're secretly Clover.
Tell you what, how about I'll be the doctor? You get on the exam table, and I'll cut you open with that scalpel over there.
Man, are you still pissed? I mean, one would assume so.
What the hell do you think? My BP's down to 1 thanks to you.
Come on, I already told you I was sorry.
Yes, and that makes it all better, you goddamn idiot.
I can't tell. Because, like, he's deliberately clenching his finger, so I can't see for sure. I don't... This is driving me crazy. Well, then what the heck was I supposed to do?
Piss off.
Seems like I'm already doing that.
You don't know the half of it. Just get out of my sight.
Okay, so unfortunately it looks like my theory might have just been dashed, because it does not appear that he's wearing a ring around his ring finger, so... Damn, I was so, like, okay, so obviously they still have some connection, but I was so goddamn confident, because the game made such a deliberate point of showing me that ring. I was so confident. Damn it. Easy solution then, just close your eyes.
Leave before I make yours black. The last guy I fought went home in an ambulance.
Shouldn't have picked a fight with a paramedic then.
Shut up.
Fine. I shoved my hands in my pockets and looked around the room. So is it just you here?
This side of the divider, yeah.
This side? I mean,
Quark's over there, having a look around. And there's... You really gonna make me say it?
oh, the lady who was murdered, you mean? Yeah, you've been acting kind of weird ever since we found her. Why is that? Why do you think?
What, isn't that normal? We found a dead body. Who the hell doesn't get a little freaked out?
Yeah, it's a little more than that.
What ain't normal is all of you just running around like nothing happened. Hell, some of you probably don't even remember she's in here.
Oh, I know she's in that. I came here specifically because I knew she was in here. I did not expect to find you here, although it makes sense that you would be in here. It's just because we got a lot of other stuff to think about. Can you blame them for being a little single-minded? They're trying to escape from a game that's just made it clear that it has no problem killing them.
Just trying to survive, huh?
Yes.
Don't you think we ought to figure out who killed her first?
What does that have to do with anything?
You don't think much, do you?
Sigma really doesn't.
I'll bet you a pound of neodymium. The bastard who grabbed us is the same bastard who killed her. Who else could it be?
If Zero is one of us, then you're saying one of us murdered that old lady? You saw it too, right? The person in the gas mask?
Yeah.
Did you notice anything?
Not really. The gas made pretty short work of me. Me and Quark.
I keep glancing toward his hand, like, hoping it's gonna be there, but it's just not, and it's, like, actually kind of... I'm actually really disappointed. I was really, like, I just... I mean, like, again, they're still connected in some way. They could just be really good friends, but they drove such an enormous amount of attention to the ring on her finger that I was convinced that it was gonna be. I mean, I guess maybe he could just not be wearing it because he doesn't want people to know. What? You and Quark were grabbed together?
Yeah, we were.
And then obviously these two are. I mean, well, I say obviously because that's what the game wants me to think, is that he's the grandfather of that kid. But there's also the theory that, my theory, which is that, it could be they're, like, older and younger versions of themselves, which would be very Back to the Future-esque, but also not beyond this game's realm of possibilities based on what we know about how the last game ended, so we'll see. Is he your grandson?
So what if he is? Why do you want to know? That doesn't have anything to do with what's going on here.
What if it does? Maybe it'll shed some light on something else.
I'm pretty sure it won't.
Well, I know you weren't around for the first set of Nonary games, but, as Seven told us, to find Zero, you have to find out what links all the victims together. Why's that?
It's got nothing to do with this.
So it's got something to do with you then.
What is it, goddammit? What do you want? Why don't you just leave me alone?
Because you're suspicious.
What?
I wouldn't go that far, buddy.
There's nothing suspicious about me.
Alright, tell me this then. When and where did Zero Senior abduct you?
Yeah, right. Like I'm gonna tell that to someone who betrayed me.
Alright, fine. I'll just ask Quark. Quark!
Stop it! Quark! Don't tell him a damn thing!
Whoa, you're getting more suspicious by the... I started toward the partition as I spoke with the intention of finding Quark. I found him as I ran the divider, but... he was just standing there, a blank, slightly confused look on his face. Hey, Quark. You alright? Can you hear me?
Huh? What is some...
I turned to look at Tenmyoji. He looked back, confused. Weren't you listening to our conversation?
Yeah, you were just talking so fast. My head felt kind of foggy, and I couldn't really make out what you were saying. I'm fine now, though. Whatever it was seems to be gone.
So the last time we had a person with head-related, with headaches, it was because they were, oh no, not again, no. The last time we had someone who had headaches when discussing plot-related details was when, Akane, in the first game, whenever we were going down a path that would result in her death, her head would light on fire because, oh, she's burning to death, which I don't make me open that can of worms again, please. No, not again, no! Are you sure you're okay?
I think I'm just tired. Being stuck in this place is pretty exhausting. And...
He glanced at the bed in the back of the room. Like, that's what I'm saying. The ring is so obvious. It's so obvious. They draw so much attention to it, and it should just mean nothing. Like, even if it's not, it ends up they're not married, to draw that much attention to something that unique is like, I want to lay the body of the old woman. Tenryoji, what the hell were you thinking? You can't let Quark back here.
Oh, yeah. Right. Quark, get over here.
Yeah, a lot of good it's gonna do now. Anyway, you really sure you're okay now?
yeah.
Maybe Luna should have a look at you. Supposedly, she's some sort of doctor.
I said I was fine. Gosh, Grandpa, you're such a worrier. You always freak out over nothing. I'm fine.
Well, it looks to me like you're doing fine. I guess you don't have anything to worry about.
Yep, come on. I'm guessing you didn't find a secret passage somewhere, huh?
Nope.
I see.
I'll go check up on the others then. Tenryoji, keep an eye on him, alright?
You think I need you to tell me that?
Yeah, that was a really dumb thing to say. Like, obviously he has more incentive to care about him than you do. Whether he's his grandfather or the older version of himself, still. I grin and turn toward the exit. Where to go next? I guess we'll go to the lounge. It's clearly we have to go to all 3 locations. We'll go here. To the lounge we go. Alright. So, who are we gonna meet here? We are going to meet...
Ah, Sigma.
Dio and Kay.
Another dude. This place is turning into a real sausage fest.
Yeah. We have more pressing things to worry about here, Dio. What are you telling me for? Oh yeah, you were one of the first people in here, weren't you?
Yeah, so?
Well, did you notice anything?
No. Although I guess I did notice that the sofa's pretty comfortable.
Okay, how about something more useful?
I'd say that the comfort level of a sofa is pretty useful.
Right.
Dio, what's this?
That? What, you can't tell? It's a dirty magazine.
Oh, come on. It's about astronomy. Can you even read?
Can you even see? Just look at those rings on Saturn. Don't they excite you?
I'm gonna hope he's referring to one of the pages inside the book and not what's on the cover. Different strokes, I
It
guess.
appears to be a special dedicated to a lunar eclipse. The cover says the eclipse can be observed on December 31st, 2028.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess it did say something like that.
December 31st, huh? That's 6 days from now, right?
6 days, huh?
You mean today is December 25th?
How could you possibly know that? Just because you were abducted on Christmas does not mean it's the same day. That is a very large leap in logic with no evidence to support it.
Hey, Kay. Your team went to the crew quarters, right? Did you find anything?
Nothing of interest.
You better not be hiding something.
There really wasn't anything helpful. At least, nothing that could help us escape. There was a book about a cat, though.
A cat? What, so now Zero Senior's a crazy cat lady? Just what the hell are we supposed to do with that tidbit?
Well, it's more useful than how comfortable that sofa is.
Hey! The sofa's comfort level is very useful.
Uh-huh. You keep telling yourself that, buddy.
What?
I think you must have misunderstood me. This book isn't for, cat ladies. It's about Schrodinger's cat.
I don't really give a shit about the breed, genius.
You know, I didn't start out this game hating Dio, but I gotta say, it's getting harder and harder to like him every second.
Anyway, I'm a dog person, if you couldn't tell.
No, it's not an issue of breed.
Okay. So it's a story about poor Mr. Schrodinger and his beloved cat,
Oh,
right?
Jesus Christ.
Don't tell me. The cat dies at the end. Who fucking who?
Fine, never mind.
Just so exasperated with Dio. Just I was about to open my mouth and say, okay, that I cared about what he found, even if Dio didn't. Luna and Phi appeared.
Oh, hello, Sigma.
So this is where you were.
Did any of you find anything?
Nope, we got squat.
You were looking, though, right? Hey, answer me.
Oh, I mean, we weren't wasting time. I was just asking them what they found.
And?
Nothing.
Useless.
What about you, Sigma? You were one of the people searching the infirmary, weren't you?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. It'd take too long to explain. Just have a look at this. I dug the paper out of my pocket and handed it to Luna.
It looks like a piece of newspaper.
Yeah, we found it in the infirmary safe.
The headline says, Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities.
What? What is Radical 6?
Just read the article.
Okay. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. The WHO has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly
I
advised.
can't believe I'm playing this game in 2020. Like, of all the goddamn games in the world. A cold silence fell over the room. For several long minutes, no one spoke. It was Kay who finally broke the spell.
Is there a chance? I mean, I certainly hope it isn't the case, but could it be that this facility is, in fact, one of the quarantine locations that clipping mentions?
Well, we found an infirmary, so I don't know.
Then, you're saying we're all infected with this Radical 6 virus?
I don't know. It doesn't really fit. I mean, none of us have shown any kind of symptoms, right? You really don't want to open up this can of worms, buddy. The words were barely out of my mouth when I remembered. Quark. No, he just been tired, right?
Are you suggesting that our incarceration here has nothing to do with this article?
Yeah, it just doesn't add up. The order's backwards. Maybe if we'd been thrown in here after this virus started spreading. But right now it looks like we were abducted before this thing turned into a pandemic. How's that make any kind of sense? Besides, you found that article in this. That means Zero Senior put it there specifically so we
Okay,
could
well,
find
when's
it
the newspaper dated for? Because if you... Oh my god, okay. So you think that it's Christmas because you, for some reason, assume that that he would have been able to kidnap you all on the same day. Okay, whatever. So the magazine's there talking about a lunar eclipse 6 days from then. Well, then you're also assuming that the newspaper article, just check the date of the newspaper article to see when it was written, and then you can use that to piece together where you, okay.
Why would Zero do something like that?
so that we'd think this place is a quarantine facility.
Also, this isn't really a can of worms I want to open right now, but if freaking Quark, like, it's pretty clear that his fatigue came from that's not quite how fatigue works. He wouldn't just get it and then not get it, which is why I knew there had to be an explanation for it. That was more story driven in 999, and what we got was kind of garbage, but at least it was, like, I knew it wasn't just because she was sick, whatever it was, and it's the same thing here. I don't, whatever the reasoning is, it's not because of the freaking virus. That's not how no.
So that we'd think what Zero wants us to think.
You're either all infected or none of you are.
How do you mean?
This thing is just a prop. Something to set the scene. Zero's trying to freak us out. That article is a fake.
You got a point. If it was real, why cut it out? Just leave us the newspaper with the article circled in the red pen or something.
Right? That lazy son of a bitch.
Well, okay, if it's a cutout, then I can tell you exactly why. It's because he doesn't want you to know what day it is.
Probably too much of a pain in the ass to fake a whole paper.
What does the other side look like?
The other side? Oh, hold on. You didn't turn it over? It's black.
See? There you go. Why would a newspaper just be black on one side?
Well, perhaps there was an ad there.
An ad?
Some sort of full-page ad with a black background.
No. I bet you money an article like this was front page news. It's too big of a story. I really don't think they put full-page ads on the back of the front page.
Exactly. Even I know that. And I can count the number of times I've read a paper on one hand. If Zero Senior really wanted to trick us, why not go all out? Only an idiot would fall for this. It's pathetic. Am I right or what?
I suppose you do have a point.
Yes, I agree.
Besides, I don't remember ever hearing any news about any pandemic. If it was really killing hundreds of thousands of people, I'm pretty sure that would have been on the news or something.
You're right. We would have heard about it.
This game, of all the games to play in 2020.
Good idea.
I'll be off then. What about you guys? The consensus seems to be that they intended to remain. Okay, see y'all later. With a wave, I made my way to the exit. Where to next? There was only one other place I hadn't gone. The crew quarters. Alright, let's check this place out. This game, I swear, it's just... like, I get that this was released years before current times, but I mean... Oof. Oh boy. This is quite a game to be playing at this exact moment in time.
Oh, Sigma.
Well, have you found anything?
No. What about you?
Nothing. I looked through 3 or 4 of the rooms in here. No secret passages so far.
I don't think we're gonna find any. Do you really think Zero Senior is that stupid?
You're probably right. A secret passageway would be a pretty serious oversight. I have a lot of choice adjectives for Zero, but I admit stupid isn't one of them.
Right?
Hey, there's something I've been wondering about. So... what exactly is the deal with the two of you?
What do you mean?
Well, you obviously know each other pretty well.
Yeah, we do. We're half sisters.
What?
Any chance you'd buy that one?
No!
Then what do you think we are?
I didn't feel like playing games. For a second, I thought you were actually being serious. I was about to be like, slow the hell down. What's headquarters supposed to mean?
What?
I heard you two talking about... how are you talking to the infirmary? Is this something about getting in touch with headquarters?
What should we do?
Alice laid her hands on her hips and sighed.
Clover and I are... co-workers.
Okay, where do you co-work?
We can't tell you that.
Why not? Is it some sort of secret government project that you can't talk about?
You can tell yourself that, if it makes you feel better.
Does that have something to do with Zero?
Why would you think that?
Because you seem to know more about Zero than you're letting on, Clover. Yeah, well, it's because she was a part of the previous Nonary games. The way you were talking in the infirmary, there's even a Zero. Sure, sounds like you've heard of Zero before to me, and Alice, and what you two were saying, I bet you know something about Zero too. Come on, you can't hide it forever. Just tell me what's going on here.
Well, this isn't the first time something like this has happened.
Clover.
It's okay. I think we can tell him a little.
What do you mean this isn't the first time?
About a year ago,
Okay, so a year has passed. Alright.
9 people were kidnapped and forced to play a game. The rules were different, but it was called the Nonary Game too. Oh, wait. I guess only 7 of them were really kidnapped. I mean, 2 of them were actually the ones behind it.
And it was quite the show trying to unravel that bullshit.
No, I guess if I count the other 2, then there were 9. Anyway, the people behind that Nonary Game also called themselves Zero.
Whoa, hold on there, Clover. Can you give me more details? Besides, how do you even know about this in the first place?
Because I was part of it. I was one of the people who got kidnapped.
What? You mean this is your second Nonary game?
No, it's my 3rd.
It's 3rd?
The same thing happened 10 years ago.
Wait. What do you... This means you have to have something to do with this.
I guess you could say that.
What do you mean you guess? How could you not? Whoever just keeps doing these Nonary games must have decided they wanted you to play a 3rd one.
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Because the game was run by a different person both times, and the guy behind the first Nonary game has already been arrested.
What about the second one? You said there were 2 people for that one.
They're still on the run, but...
Then it has to be them.
No, I really don't think so.
Why?
Because they already did what they were trying to do.
Which is... that's ending. Okay, so that gives us some context to the ending of the last game, which is that clearly people found out that they were kidnapped, they all went home, and then like... But no one would have said anything. I doubt any of them would have turned on Akane and after what happened. But they still know it's them, so they're on the run, they're trying to find them. which is, oh man, okay, so at least we know what happened at the end of the last game, but, wow, this is, whew. So let's make a prediction right now, because they said headquarters, I'm gonna predict that Clover and Alice, I don't even want to think about how this could have possibly come about, they're gonna end up being spies for some kind of secret agency, and they were sent as plants in the Nonary game to try to shut it down from the inside.
There's no way they'd have another Nonary game.
Okay, well that makes no sense. Yeah! Interestingly enough, the explanation she just gave you makes a lot more sense than what we were told at the end of the last game, so, take what you get and you don't get upset. So let me see if I have this straight. The Nonary game has already been done twice by different people and for different reasons.
Well, I can't be totally sure, but I think so.
Then why is whoever's doing this calling it the Nonary game? Is it just a coincidence that they're calling themselves Zero?
I don't know.
That's not good enough. You've got to think. Clover, you're the key to figuring all this out, but you've got to think.
But I don't know.
Also, Sigma telling other people to think is like a pot calling the kettle black.
Oh.
What?
The gas mask.
The gas mask? Oh yeah, I saw it too, but what about it?
Well, somebody in a gas mask showed up and used that white smoke stuff on me. That's what happened a year ago, and that's what happened on the 22nd. Someone with a gas mask attacked Alice and me while we were...
Wait, the 22nd. It's gotta be... No, if the game actually... I strongly doubt that they would do this. Like, so from a writing perspective, I highly doubt that they would be the same, that Junpei would be back again, because, like, what would be the motive? There wouldn't be any... Sorry, not Junpei, June Akane. So... Then from an in-world, like an in-universe perspective, if they're on the run from the police for hosting the second set of Nonary games, like, why do you just... How do you freaking... Why would you risk doing this again?
But I don't know why they do that. I mean, they already did what they needed to do. And if it was them, then I don't know why all these other people are here. Except for me and Alice. None of you guys have anything to do with what happened a year ago, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I know I didn't have anything to do with it. Are you sure you've never met any of the other people here?
Yeah, I'm sure. I know I've never met Luna, or Dio, or Tenmyoji, or Quark, or Phi, but Kay...
Right. There's no way to know who he is under that armor. And if his memory loss is real, he wouldn't know even if he had met any of us.
Unless we can get that mask off him, I can't say for sure if I've met him before or not.
Then before one of us could break the silence... Hi? Why do you look like you're ready to kill me? Tenmyoji? What's wrong?
Luna! Where's Luna?
She's not here.
What's wrong?
It's Quark. Something bad's happened.
Hey, calm down. What happened to Quark?
He just collapsed. I have to find Luna. She said she was some kind of a doctor, right?
Luna's over in the lounge. Where's Quark?
He's in the infirmary.
Got it. I'll go get Luna. You head back to the infirmary. Clover, Alice, you're with me.
Right.
We bolted out of the crew quarters headed toward the lounge and Luna. So is it actually gonna be like, oh, you're my past self, you can't die, because if you die, then I die, in which case, oh, you're gonna actually, now you're gonna start paying attention to how that time manipulation works. The whole process took only a few minutes. The machine scanned Quark's body, and within seconds, the cells lit up the screen. Words too complicated for me to understand scrolled across it, and as she read them, Luna's face grew dark. She bit her lip and just stood there for a moment looking down at Quark before she spoke.
Well, I know what's wrong with him. I feel so terrible saying this, but Quark has an infection. A viral infection.
Oh no.
I felt my stomach lurch. Don't tell me.
Yes, he's been infected with a virus called Radical 6.
Alright, well, I'll take the L on this one then. Okay, did not see that one coming. I was very much convinced that it was gonna be another thing that they did with, like what they did with Akane in the first game, but clearly I was wrong. Wow, okay. So in that case, I just have a lot more questions about the actual condition of his symptoms. Have you heard of this virus? Radical 6, I mean.
Yeah, they have. I told them about it before we went to the lounge.
What? No. No, that can't be right. Quark can't be... There must be something we can do. How can we cure him?
Well, the Atom says that there's an antiviral serum called Axelavir. It's the only way to counteract Radical 6. If we can inject him with some, he should be okay.
Wait, I thought the article said that the freaking virus, that there wasn't a cure for it.
Where is it?
Was there none in the infirmary?
Sigma, Tenmyoji, and I looked everywhere. We didn't find anything.
We didn't find anything like that in the crew quarters either.
No luck in the lounge.
Oh god, then he's going to... Oh god, no.
Tenmyoji's voice broke as he spoke. With the tortured site collapses. Because the thing is, I'm trying to figure this out because like I know it sounds insane to think that he's just his past self, but it's the fact that they are so diametrically opposed to each other in terms of how old they are when everyone else is the same age, like college students, and then we have just one kid and one really old person. But then evidence for the opposing theory, which is that he is his grandson, is the fact that the other old person was who I assumed to be his wife. But then the thing that I have to say there is that what in the hell are the odds that there's a whole family here, like him, his freaking, because his grandson and his wife both came here, one of whom wasn't even involved in the games. I have so many questions.
Quark?
Quark!
What?
Oh, thank God.
What?
You're awake.
Get away from me!
What?
What? Quark, what are you...
Sorry, Grandpa. I can't.
Wait. Slow down.
What? What are you talking about?
Isn't it obvious? I have to escape.
But how?
Like this.
No, don't stab yourself. No, what are you doing? No, stop. Quark's hand moved like lightning. He grabbed a hold of the scalpel and was driving it straight towards his heart.
No! Let go! Let go of me!
Pretty tough for a kid. Hey guys, I can use a hand here.
Yeah, right.
On it.
Me too.
Stop! Let go of me, you jerks!
What are you doing? Why are you standing there? Tenmyoji, can you even hear me?
Oh, right.
Damn you! Back! Why won't you let me go?
Wait a minute!
We can't lock away the soul! Once my body's gone, my soul can escape!
What?
Please! You have to let me go! Let me go! I'm trapped here!
What is this, Stranger Things? Like the mind flare possessed your body and we gotta, like, exorcise you?
Let me die! I have to die! Kill me! Somebody! Anybody! Kill me! Kill me! Kill me! Ah!
What is going on?
Right, I've got it.
Also, you people suck at this. Quark barely even seemed to notice the loss of the scalpel. He continued to scream when writhed like he was possessed. What are we going to do? We gotta, calm him down somehow.
Luna,
Yes?
are there any tranquilizers in here?
No. Well, I mean,
Tranquilizers?
there's Soparil Beta.
Soparil?
That's the anesthetic, the one that's in our bracelets.
Good, perfect. Hit him with some of that.
Well, what?
He'll be fine. It's just an anesthetic, Tenmyoji. It won't hurt him, I promise.
But...
Just hurry up and do it. Come on, Luna.
Okay, let me just...
Like a million things just happened in the past 5 seconds. I have no idea where to begin.
Okay, I've got it.
Good. Wait until he's... Now!
Right.
No! Stop! Stop!
You picked the leg to inject it? Odd choice, but alright. I would have probably gone with the arm, you know? Where every single injection ever happens. Well, okay, not ever. Most injections. Like 99%.
Respiration, blood pressure, brain waves. Everything's normal. According to these readings, he's in a very deep sleep.
Alright, I guess we're good for now.
Yes.
What about the anesthetic? How long will it last?
You shouldn't...
Man, he sure was strong for such a little guy.
I think that might be the virus's fault. It probably attacks the part of the brain that governs reason. Without anything to hold it back, his body was using every ounce of strength it had.
Probably? You're basing all this on a probably?
Yeah? How do you know?
Huh? Oh,
How much do you know about this Radical 6?
not much. I probably know about as much as you do. All I've seen about it is that newspaper article Sigma showed me.
You'd better not be lying.
Why would I lie about that? I've seen other viruses that do the same thing. I was just making a guess.
So when Quark tried to kill himself, are you saying that was because of Radical 6 too?
So, are we going down the route that that's what happened to the woman in the elevator? Is that she wanted to kill herself? Like she had to kill herself because of the freaking because of the virus too?
Yes, at least I think so.
So what kind of virus is Radical 6? I pulled the newspaper article out of my pocket and looked at it again. Everyone else crowded in.
Look at this last line. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised.
Are you saying this is some kind of quarantine zone?
I already explained this. That's not possible.
Why not?
Dia ran through what he told us in the lounge.
Then you're saying the newspaper article was faked?
But the virus is clearly real. That Atom machine told us he was infected with Radical 6.
So? Do you know how that thing works? Zero Senior probably just programmed it so that it would spit out whatever he wanted. Besides, there was something Sigma mentioned. Have any of you guys heard anything about any sort of viral pandemic?
Well, no, but...
I have heard rumors about a virus being used as a bioweapon.
What?
What did you say?
Whoa, Alice, what the hell?
As
Explain.
much as I would love to. I'm sorry, time's up.
You can't, you
Hit
don't,
the buttons on your bracelet.
you can't just, you don't just drop something like that and then, okay, 5 minutes.
We only have 5 minutes until the chromatic doors open downstairs.
This game, man.
Exactly. I'm sorry, but I'd really need more than 5 minutes to explain this.
As if you tell us even if there was
Or
time.
would I? Who knows?
And by the way, I still have a lot of questions about who you, like what the hell you're doing here.
Fine. We'll deal with this later. Right now, we need to get to the elevator and head down to floor B.
What are we going to do about Quark?
I'll carry him.
Are you sure?
I can't just leave the boy here. Besides, if we don't have Quark's bracelet, there'll be one team who can't open their secondary door. If that happens...
They'll get penalized.
Exactly.
Very well then. I will carry Quark. I will be able to move much faster than Tenmyoji.
Huh. You make a good point.
Because I am secretly a robot.
Look, are you sure about this? Can I trust you?
You have nothing to worry about.
Fine, just be careful.
Of course.
All right, let's go. We're running out of time, people. Move!
At Fi's command, we all began to run. The door opened and we spilled out into the warehouse. This game, man, I don't even, okay. So, Quark confirmed to have the virus. He then went insane, tried to kill himself, and Tenmyoji didn't do a damn thing to help him. We injected him in the leg, and now apparently the virus is a bioweapon. And I'm just like, we gotta slow down. We gotta take a minute to just like process everything that just happened. This freaking, I don't even know where to begin. Like, there's just so much. Well, I guess we'll talk about it later because we're about to go into another puzzle room.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
They're open. We need to hurry.
Who's going to go in which door?
What are our options?
We're almost out of time. Pay attention. We've only got just like before. There are only 3 possible combinations.
The options file it out for us with the following. Option A, Clover, Tenmyo, blue door, Dio, green door, Pin Alice. Option B, I only care about who I go with. Clover and I go with Dio, red door, and then option C, Clover and I go with Quark. Okay, yeah, no, we're going with Quark. We're gonna stick right by Quark. Is what we're gonna do. That's gonna be my choice.
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
So how are we gonna do
I
this?
won't go with Sigma. He betrayed me last time.
What about Phi?
You hit the button, right, Sigma?
Well, yes, but
I don't want to go with Dio. Same reason. I can't trust that he won't betray me again.
Thanks a lot, Quark. You've single-handedly torpedoed my reputation.
yeah, because you had such a stellar reputation before.
Option B.
No, we can't do option B.
Why not?
I'm sorry, Luna, but I can't trust you, or Phi either. The way he is right now, someone's going to have to carry Quark. I just can't afford to give him to someone I don't trust.
I thought you trusted Phi.
Not enough for this.
Then what do you intend to do?
Quark shifted silently in Kay's arms.
Quark is a solo, as are you, Tenmyoji. Solos can't pair with one another. You do remember that?
Yeah, of course I do. I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one.
Who do you trust then?
Clover.
What? Why Clover?
What? Me?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Why?
I can't tell you. I just know that you'll keep him safe.
You got it, dude. You can't just Alice dropping the bioweapon thing, and then you're like, okay, I trust Clover. Why? I don't know. Just reasons.
Well, that's nice of you to say, but my partner is Sigma. Are you sure you want me to take him?
It's fine. Clover, you just vote by yourself. Make Sigma wait outside the AV room.
But I have to go in there.
No. If Clover takes Quark, then we have to go with option C, right? That means I'll be stuck with
God,
you.
we don't have time for this.
No way in hell I'm going to let
We
that
don't have time.
Who do you want to pair up with then?
Isn't it obvious? Quark. Remember what the announcement said? Something about how the system will automatically vote ally for anyone who doesn't enter their own vote in time, if Quark doesn't wake up by then.
No! This is exactly why I can't trust any of you.
But you can trust Clover. Why?
1 minute remains
What?
until Chromatic.
The only thing special about Clover, and I know it's gonna sound really mean to Clover, but the only thing within this context, the only thing special about her is the fact that she played in the last 2 Nonary games. But nobody knows that except me. So why do you care?
We don't have. Let's take a vote. Those opposed to C?
Alice and Dio's hands went up.
What? Why don't you want C, Dio?
Well, if she's got that much of a hate-on for me, that hardly plays into my hands, does it?
Fine, whatever. I assume anyone who didn't raise their hand.
Don't have time for this. No one objected. I kept my mouth shut too. Just as Alice has said, there was an excellent chance that Quark would default to ally, and having to make a great opponent. I choose ally, of course, but it would be good to not have to worry about him choosing betray.
All right.
Wait, what about me?
Stay here if you don't like it. I imagine your partner might have something to say about that, though.
Kay handed Quark to me gently, then crossed his arms and turned to face Alice. Her jaw clenched as she stared up at him, and I could see the gears turning inside her head.
Fine.
10 seconds remain.
You people really don't have time for this, you know. Hurry, Clover. The door's closing.
Right.
Hey, take care of Quark.
Don't worry about it. I got a good grip on Quark, nodded to Tenmyoji, and took off for the door. Our feet slapped against the metal floor as we ran. The empty voice of the announcer echoed in my ears. Also, if Tenmyoji doesn't trust us, then why are we the ones that are actually carrying Quark?
0. Chromatic doors closing.
I have so many questions. I have so many questions. What is this episode? This freaking place is enormous. Alright, so I'm gonna end the episode here because we've been going for a while now. And then we'll pick up next time with starting up the next puzzle room. So that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time to catch you all tomorrow for some more Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. Goodbye.